All right. Round two. No. There we go. That's a pretty neutral candle. There we go. Let's see if I can do a better dragon egg than I did last time. So here's what I did last time, and I definitely rushed at the end, and I maybe panicked. Oh, here. I suppose it helps if I put it not where my face is on the camera. And it's a little lumpsies. I mean, it's okay. It's actually pretty cool. I like the colors. I think we were getting somewhere. It's not what I wanted, but it's somewhere. It's still pretty damn cool, actually. But round two. Let's see what we can find today. I mean, I'm gonna use the exact same colors, but just like in a different way. Slightly different. Take what I've learned from this one, what I like about it, what I don't like about it. And just go from there. Sticking with the clear center. One, clear is it's just an easy color to work with. Takes heat really, really well. And it's cheap. Color's a little bit expensive. So I'll just keep it nice and cheap. Center can be clear. Not gonna add a yolk, even if Bernard wants me to. That takes a little bit more effort than I want to right now. Future problems. The only time constraint that I have, also, hi Bernard, is if I get too tired. It is already mildly late for me. So we'll see. I think this is I think it is the latest that I've streamed. I think I tend to stream right after work or like when I first get up in the morning. It was just a little yolk. Just a little yolk. Uh-huh. No, I mean, I think it'd be a really cool thing to do. I just don't know. Like, I kind of would want, like, a swirl or something in there, but then you'd still have to, like... I don't know if you'd still have to be able to see it, or what. I don't know. I like the idea, though. Especially since I'm doing it from, like, on stream, that it would be something that people could see happen. So... Hi Charlie, hi Receiver Guy. Today we are making a dragon egg. I had attempted to make one, oh god, was it just yesterday? Days are blurring, I don't know. And I got a little bit rushed. I ended up having to leave and here. This is what I had made last time. And it's a little bit lumpy because I may have used the tongs while it was still a little bit way too hot. But we're gonna try again. And I've actually there's a couple of things kind of wrong with it. It's gonna be hard to show up on the screen, but I burned a couple of the colors, which again I was rushing at the end. And I have a very specific design that I want in my mind. This isn't quite it. This is still really cool. I think this is really cool, but. We're gonna take what I see here, and we're gonna try to tweak it to match what's in my head a little bit more. Like, I'm not disappointed by this. I mean, other than the, why did that turn off? Why? What's your problem? Are you, what? I have it lifted up right now so you guys can see my fan because I'm trying to see what's on the actual camera. I'm trying to figure out, I feel like the SD card is full because I haven't paid any attention to it, or it's not plugged in and the battery died. Give me a second. Alright, I can confirm that the power is fine, so it's probably the SD card. So bear with me real quick. Now, it also needs to play a terrible tone, right? Like, that's the idea? You mean when TV stations used to actually stop broadcasting, people went to bed and had normal lives? I don't understand. What are these family values? Okay, that should probably be enough. Give me a second, and I'll put it back together. Hey, we got it. Glass is back on. There we go. And look at that, it was right at the beginning of the stream, so like if something was gonna go wrong, I'm glad it was then and that. There we go. Not too bad. Alright, just take it nice and slow. Mostly because I have this nice big ball on the end, and I just want to make sure that it doesn't get too much heat too quickly, or it'll shatter. Even if it does shatter, it's not that big of a deal. But it's not super likely to, given that it's a clear, but we'll see. Yay! It's all working! It's all working! We're making it happen! Okay. There we go! It's just starting to melt again. Next I need to make the dragon. Oh, well, someone's got to go tell Brandon to go bring me the dragon that I have. I got a cute little dragon. Damned if it's outside of my skill set currently. Maybe one day. Don't get me wrong, making the dragon would be real cool. Yes, it would. Alright, all I'm doing now is just trying to get a nice good center point. Get a little bit of mass to this guy. No way, my skills have no oh, which dragon? It's in the display cabinet. Should be the tiny little green one. Genie made that. And my skills have some limits. Like, look, there's no limit to my potential, right? Like, that's the thing we tell ourselves. But my current skills have a limit. We all know that cat face nearly did me in, but that's okay. It was fun. Yeah, it's a genie dragon. I certainly didn't make it. For certain. I made a frog once upon a time, and that was hard enough. Brandon. Uh-oh. Someone's in here now. Who could it be? We got a tiny dragon! Kind of need you to Vanna White it so that I don't accidentally burn myself. No, he left. Alright, let's see. Set this down. Good enough. It's gonna glop over, but... There we go. There's a little dragon. Isn't that freaking adorable? Yeah. This little guy survived the long, long moon. There we go. Put that over there. Right? He's a cute little guy. I feel like you gave him to me at like the garage sale that we did once upon a time. I feel like that's how that happened. I pretend that like, well, I don't know why I don't like making like little critters or things, and I prefer abstract art. Maybe because I lie to myself and I'm like, there's no expectation of how this should look, so it's fine. It looks great. Whereas like a little critter, we have like a preconceived notion of it. Maybe that's what it is. We run up against my perfectionism, but even I'm swayed by the little dragon. I see that and I'm just like, oh, that's so cute. Yeah. That's what I thought. Mm-hmm. There we go. And for the first, forever layers, I'm not worrying about shape. I'm just worrying about layers. Just layering this up. Mm-hmm. And for this, what I will probably do is right down there, I've got that like weld that's between like the two different pieces of glass. That's probably where I'll call the clear, and then I'll start layering up my my inside layers. Which I'm gonna try a couple of different things and see how it works out. I don't really know. We're just gonna play. My marbles are truly stunning. I mean, my Vortex marbles, there's a couple of them that I'm very, very impressed with. But, you know, I'm not a jack of all trades. I'm a master of one. I spent all of my energy and I learned how to do, well, basically two things. Which is the Vortex marble and the how to make a heart pendant. Those are the two things that I'm like, yeah, I can do those. I can do those even when I'm really tired. Everything else is still like I do think it's funny. I still really like implosions, but I haven't actually practiced them, so like I'm still not very good at those. But like the Vortex marble, maybe I'm wrong here, but like in my head, it's like at least an intermediate, maybe even an advanced kind of skill level. And then like other things that I'm like, oh no, that's got to be relatively easy. I struggle with. Life is just funny that way. Nothing's really that linear. When you start doing a hobby, you just don't become beginner to all of the things. Right, well, I've got a cute mushroom. Now I know how to make a mushroom. There you go. You just melt downwards for a while. That's it. Alright, we're almost there with this layer. I'm not going to worry too much about like the handle part of this at this moment. This thing will need a little bit of TLC throughout this thing of like me moving the punty around, which is like the handle. Not too worried. I mean, I can let it kind of elongate a little bit here. Solid. Nope, still moving around quite a bit. That's pretty good. Alright. That one. Let's try this. Yeah, that's the inky blue. Oh yeah, no, for sure. Anything that's got little things that come off of it, especially with COE 104 soft glass, the further away there, the more surface area there is to the actual like thickness of the object, the more likely it is to just have a little bit of a hard time. That's for sure. So this is just me making it up. I don't know if this is going to do what I want it to or not. What I'm doing here is trying to add a little bit of like a... I don't even know if like this is quite the right word, but kind of almost a glow is what I really want it to be, and I don't know if this is going to work. But at worst case, it's going to be slightly tinted blue, or I guess in worst case, it's you're just not going to see it. And that's it, and that's okay too. So we have this kind of like light blue. This one's going to be a purple color, and then I'm going to encase it. I'm going to put at least a little bit of this over it and see how much of it can be seen, if you can see it through it. I might come back and add some more blue on top of it. Right now, we're really just playing around. So some of these will have a little bit of blue, a little bit of purple. I'm not really worried about keeping anything particular in a pattern. I'm just sort of making it all up. Alright. This one's going to show up underneath that. I'll probably just leave that there. Okay. Let's start with these. Let's see what I get. Step 1. I guess this is step 2 now. Maybe even 3. I know how to count. Right now, I just want to get these ones melted in so that when I put the next layer on top of them all, I kind of encase it with the next couple of layers, that I don't end up accidentally trapping any air. That is the enemy of glass. It's trapped air. Nice. And anywhere that you see that is kind of brighter than the rest of it, like, I don't know what you guys can see or not see. Like, not much actually. It just kind of looks yellow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. There was a video tutorial that I watched the other day from my glass group that she was doing a tutorial, and you could see into the flame, but it wasn't really purple. Like, I think it had like a slight, maybe even like a yellow tinge to the video, but it wasn't nearly as strong as like the purple. So I'm gonna have to figure out what she did for that and get that filter going. But we'll just play around. Okay. Good. Take this one. Alright, let's turn the flame down apparently. Let's see what we can do here. All we're gonna do is put a nice layer of this. Let's see. Turn this up just a little bit here. What I really want, there we go, is this to move sort of freely. I'm really not too worried about smearing the design. I'm not too worried about it getting too hot. Just want a nice layer of this. Really, I don't need it to be any, like, it doesn't need to be a perfect wrap. Definitely smearing the colors underneath. That's, like I said, okay. It's all good. Oop. There we go. Melt that back in. That's okay. Okay. I want to. Can't really tell where I have this and where I don't have this, but in the end, I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference. Can be pretty messy with this right now. That's okay. Okay. Call that. Then let's go ahead and turn this down just a tiny bit. Get a couple more random kind of spurts of color, and that will be what I'm going to call the underneath layer. And then we'll start working on the top layer. Whoop, wrong way. That's what I want. Okay. A little bit of color here and a little bit of color there. Alright. Make a little bit more of this guy. Am I getting a little bit less tired now that I'm into the process? Is that how that works? Do you get less tired as you concentrate more? I mean, I'm concentrating on it, so I don't notice the tired. But if you ask me about it, I definitely am still pretty tired. Yeah, not the end of the world though. I mean, I guess that's what called like your second wind or something like that. I suppose that's how that works. I certainly don't feel like super peppy, but uh-oh. Ah, there you go. More power to you. I get focused, but not necessarily more like awake. Like to me, awake is how quickly I feel like I can process things. I still feel pretty tired. So just kind of take it kind of slow. That's kind of my game plan right now. And I'm making just a messy design, so it's nice, it's fun, it's easy. That's what I'm all about right now. No rush, no worries. Just making it up. Right. Melt all of this out, and then we're going to start working on the top layers. Top layer will actually be kind of the shell. Hi Harley, loves Jim. Very cool. Thank you for tuning in from the vendor's room. And is it CocoCon? That's awesome. I think I have a feeling who sent you over to my stream, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much for joining in. I'm just having fun. That's all I'm here for. I do this because I enjoy it. It's a little bit of a hot mess, literally hot, and right now this thing looks like a mess, but a little bit of TLC and it'll come together. I didn't actually ask if Bernard what CocoCon was. He mentioned that he was going there, but that's about as much as. And I think he has a booth, but I don't actually know what that con, what the theme is. Just kind of using the edge of my marker here. Very cool. I am glad that you are enjoying the Sci-Fi and Fantasy Convention there in Phoenix. That sounds like a good place to be. How long is the convention? In like a couple of days? Just one day? Help the process along, smooth out the bumps. Ha ha ha. Yeah. I think this dragon egg is accidentally going to be bigger than the last one. It's not a problem, just noting. Right. Now. Making some progress here. Gonna heat the whole thing up until it's a bit soupy. And give it like a little bit of like a quarter of a spin, half spin, whatever looks right. Try to play with the colors a little bit, and then we'll start building up the outer layer. And this will do a couple of things for me. It'll thin out some of the colors that I have here, which I think I want. And it'll ensure that the core of this is nice and toasty, so that for the next stage, I don't have to worry about it. Nice and toasty here. Take this side off. And do this so I can kind of pull and pinch those colors all the way up. Yeah, I like this release too, right? It's kind of nice. So, alright, here's the bottom layer. And now we're going to add things on top of it all. And you're going to obscure most of this. That's really the plan. Spend a lot of time building details that you're not really going to see. Oh well. There we go. Let's see here. So, gonna add big old shell pieces here. That's what this is gonna be.
Probably could just use like the one color the entire time. You'll probably be fine, but whatever. Yeah, we're gonna find out if you can see the details or not. Like that's kind of what we're gonna find out. It's certainly fun to do one way or the other. Still looks like a hot mess, but that's okay. That'll get fixed eventually. Just kind of keep it going randomly. Right. Back to my clears. So this should add some nice kind of detailing to these solid pieces. This is the dark purple. Now, I may have not made too much of a distinction between the top bits and the bottom bits this time. Last time there was a clear, like, the dark purple was the shell and the inside was lighter. I'm not sure exactly which color this light streak went through. That may not have been the best of choices. But it's all learning experience.
Let's just melt this in and see what it looks like. It probably just looks like a hot purple mess at this point, and that's okie dokes. This one may have actually had a accidentally better design. Let's see though. Let's just see what we're working with. Mostly I'm worried about that like solidy kind of light color. Everything underneath was supposed to be sort of really transparent. Like you could still see the colors, but they were very much kind of transparent. That one just feels a little bit too opaque. Not sure what I can do about it. Cover it up, I suppose. Best I can. Let's see. Start with this guy. Concentrate. What we're going to do is melt it in and see what I've got. Kind of push it in. Really, I can add more color to this so that the eggshell pieces can get a bit bigger too. That's easy enough to do. It's really, I just want tiny, tiny differences between each one of them. Let's heat it up and smear it around. Maybe it's cooler than I thought. I don't know. I'm not upset by this side. I do think I need to add a little bit more clear on some of these other ones. They've got quite a bit of that purple color showing through when I really want it more like this. That one is really nice. This one here. Really try to go right around the edges of these. That's pretty good. Let's see if I can do the edges of this one. And I chose kind of the lighter blue instead of the darker purple because I'm hoping the edges will appear a little bit lighter and the inside purple part will kind of be darker. So it should
Might have a little bit of a gradient for each one of these. We'll see if that comes through or not. That's kind of the idea right now. Just pile it on. Let's see what that looks like. Push down. And I suppose if these things end up like kind of looking like they're going to touch, I can either leave like a little bit of a gap if I really wanted to, or I could come back with like a clear color and try to fill the gaps with a clear color. I'll just see what that looks like. Ah, whoop. All right. All right. I got the handle a little bit hot. Gotcha. Just attach that side. Alright. On to the next side here. I do like those ones. Like these three right here I like. I think I like that look. Just gotta figure out how to repeat it for the other ones that are a little bit smaller. That was less of a flop and more of a crack. It just cracked right off. Let's see. Push this in. Well, I got those two to touch by accident. Oh well. It is what it is, I guess. Yep. Kind of want these two to kind of join up here. Let's see here. Let's rotate it around. An idea of what I've got going on. Suppose I could just leave that, especially if I end up covering it with a dark purple. It's kind of along the same lines as everything else that's going on with this thing. Let's see. I really like that dark purple, and I feel like it gives a nice distinction between the layers beneath it. I feel like the more as I fuss with this, the closer to a dragon egg it's becoming. With some distinct top layer. Connect those two pieces together. The bottom part that I was kind of worried about, it's now just one big part of the shell. That's what I've decided here. Whoop. The shell just is a nice big chunk over here. Okay. Some couth. This egg has couth? Not actually sure I understand what the word couth. Sorry, I got distracted for a second because the computer over there says restart required, and I was like, okay, restart required or restart pending? Because two of those things mean different things. We already had our fun for the night. Thank you very, very much. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and slide this here. And we're gonna heat this whole thing up. Once again, I let one side get too cold. And more than that, I want to make sure the center stays warm, so we're going to heat the whole thing up. Nice and slow. Everything's starting to get a little bit warmer. Whoop. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Boop. I mean, I could actually tell that that one was bending before I let go of it the first time. You were using couth in reference to something that may not exist, so let's try to say it. So let's just say your dragon egg is beginning to look very dragon eggy. Okay. Fair enough. Alright, there we go. Now that's actually hot enough to stick this time. Dragon egg, oh dragon egg. I just need you to get warm inside. That's what you do, right? You sing to your dragon eggs? That's how they know you care? Let's see. What I'm doing currently, more than anything else, is trying to just let some of these ridges kind of melt in a little bit more. Trying to decide if I want it to be kind of bumpy or if I want to make this a smooth egg. I feel like it's probably going to end up smooth because I think that's how I'm going to have them relatively even. But the bumpiness is cool. Don't get me wrong. And then I am actually putting a tiny, tiny twist into it as well, but it's a small twist. And I'm going to take the bottom bit off here. Use these shapers here. Okay. There we go. It's looking pretty good. Let's see. Switch. I might leave some amount of bumps, but like not much. Might do somewhere of the middle ground. Kind of decide on a uniform height. That might be what I do. Back over here. There we go. Moving on to the finalist shaping. Egg is shaped. Not sure if that works. Ugh. You can tell that I'm getting more tired because I'm just getting more fidgety. Like, the sitting thing. I'm done with the sitting thing. Oh, it is nearly done. Yeah. No, it's just we're at the final shaping at this point. Final countdown. Zig actually has a pretty defined backside and front side. Backside's much flatter than the front. Oh well. Alright. Kind of round off that tip there, and then I will probably call this good to go. Pop off the bottom. I'm gonna put it right into the kneeling bubbles because the kiln is not ready to go, so we're gonna find out. I mean, this one did just fine. This one is significantly bigger, but it's not that much bigger. I honestly have no idea. We'll find out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and then it gives me, you know, a reason to figure out the electricity in this room. Because right now I can't really run all the things all at once with the way that it's set up. I'm gonna stop monkeying with it. It's probably not the best shape of an egg. But I think I like it a lot. So... Nope, it's still a little bit warm. Gotta remelt the area that I accidentally just pinched. There we go. A little bit flatter again. And now I have to do the hard part, which is don't touch it and wait long enough for this object to cool enough for me to be able to pick this up. Ah, there's my little dragon egg. I kind of like the idea that like it is lumpy. It's like this side is up. But like I kind of like that, is that it's not really super uniform. And maybe I'm saying that now because I don't see what it looks like super uniform, but There you go. Let's see here. Alright. I think I'm good to go. And that's the bottom bit done. And my lumpy egg goes into the kiln. And next time I will look at it and see what I like, see what I don't like, and maybe make one that's a little less lumpy. Alright, that is definitely where I'm going to call it for today. I am pretty tired. Pretty happy with the way that that one turned out. It'd be interesting to compare it to this one and see what it's like. Yeah. So thank you for joining my stream, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!